While he was making a legal argument, he was also making an argument that were written on the faces of the less fortunate in society. When he visited us, when we wrote down 2017, we demonstrated that. So we are embodiment of him. We hope to carry that strong courage, that strong mind to be a help to society, not just in terms of public theory, but to be thoughts in the common good. And so we also want to recognize our amazing benefactor of the survival of sin, really power. Many cross CEOs sometimes, it ever since that time, where he has been coming in and out. Quite recently, she was here. So every day, I talk politics with all of them. So let me bring out a check-up book. So that we pay. Because they know that it's your social thing. We do a check-up book, I think that was done. So you brought us another space for him to present. So we want to recognize you. Also want to recognize our distinguished people in the audience. I really will not do for you. But wherever you sit in your little corner, please know that you are recognized through the doors of the leadership. I am called to create a brief history of CEIO. With that, I want to say the Center for Exchange of Intellectual Opinion was established in 2009. It was established by a few courageous, far-sighted forefathers of ours who thought that there was the need to establish a space for the ordinary people of Nigeria. You know, they just come from war. Economically, many of us were dispossessed. Not having the ability to call on radio, make our video heard about what was happening in the community. So our founding father said, we're establishing a space for the ordinary people to come here, you know, and speak the issue of national pursuit, to discuss policy, to advocate, to research, and you know, analyze policy. Of the ordinary people. So when we are here, we talk it and we see it. When we don't say we feel the challenge was wrong today, and that information reaches us. If there is a need to write a press statement challenge, no matter your willingness to make a generous contribution here today to the 4 March of school, you see that press statement will be read openly out of the media. You say, oh, what do people are here the last time? And I hope we are trying to use the we are good and go contrary to the national courts contained. I think that is what society needs. Democracy pricing partners, according to what the papers of the United States. The United States of America is called national courts. And so that darkness is the lack of information. So we established to disseminate information. We who are capable to read, analyze, to explain, we must be there to provide for those who cannot. There are few of us in society, they do. Not many of them can. But then, when God gets you, how do you use it for the ordinary people? You don't just use it for people who can pay for what you have. You use it for people who do not have it according to the living. The Father will be devoted to that cause, and the show will be devoted to the cause. So ever since after that, this platform has been available to people from all walks of life. The president today, who is there, George Weah, as a senator, visited us. We came for his visit as a president. Your father was here. Benana Yure was here. Fonati Kopa was here. Papa Chima was here. You can leave it. It's just endless. People in government today who are selling ministries posts is here. They're here to keep from. So I speak for the importance of this platform in society. It's not only advocate, but it brings for national leadership. So that is what we stand for. That is the biggest role. And the next thing on the agenda is to perform the ritual that I told you about. This ritual consists of the beverage we drink here. We eat meat. We go there, we go onto the street, and go to our center. We can separate ourselves from the career. That's what we look for. Anytime we power currency, if I say one of the problems, if I ain't trying to I'll find you in the Dallas. So you may please increase your height a bit. This is for rattling your nerve, breaking down your fear, so that you speak songs that are rooted of fear. Sometimes the people that carry the crowd, their face alone, the thing you're talking about, look at you, they get sharp. The children too, they may not be getting the level. But when you do it here, it may you pray. Oh, thank you. Thank you. That's the fun. And you are a liberate courage. So we touch God last relationship. But thank you so much, Jonathan. We are here basically to listen to the platform. What is contained in the platform of the CPP? It takes national leadership. We should not have ping in the bed. That is the reason why this program is organized. Don't have ping in the bed. Make your decision based on the argument that is contained in the manifesto. So today, you are about to listen to the argument on the manifesto of the collaborating political party, and with us, no one else is going to do that, but our honorable guest now is distinguished Councillor Charlie M. Boston. Thank you so much.
That was the voice of the National Executive Chairman. For the sake of exchange of intellectual opinions, you listen to him, give you the background of CEIO, and even shaping in the life of Councillor Bronsky and his contribution to CEIO and the nation at large. You also saw the performance of Rachel here, and you listen to the new name for a liquid courage. I think this, may your courage increase on a daily basis as you man this podium. So with no time to waste, we will entertain a battle cry for the moment before we go to the next agenda on our program. Charlie. Yo, Charlie, yo. Boo, not make a boo. Boo, not make a boo. Yo, if I get argument, I want to make it know. Yo. Hey, yo. Wait, you want to feel it? Wait, yo. Hey, yo. Viva, Charlie, viva. Viva, Liga Luminary, viva. Brother Charlie, yo. Hey, yo. About Ryan, salute, hey, you. Hey, yo. Manda. Charlie, go, Charlie, Gambo, Ryan. 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 Zamale go, Morae. 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 From the learned professor as he told us that elections She is, and believe in the true tenets of democracy, that the governance should be the best interest of the people. She's an individual who have been in the vanguard, rehabilitating our youth, our embracing from the shores of New York City to the City, Grand Bassa County, and to the counties of the Republic of Liberia. She bleeds anytime with, it is always difficult. She's going in a very sad mood, understanding that our young people, as a party of the election people, that in 60%, their life is going down the drain. Today, she is the guest speaker, is the dukes of the South People Power Republic of Liberia. It's not easy to set the South People Power test with the kind of questions that they kind of bring that the other says. While a female, a new female, to use all the young men that have been at the test. The guest speaker is or was the candidate in Grand Bassa County, but there was a resounding call as far to Grand Bassa County as the senator of the collaborative political parties. When he looked in the crowd, when he looked among men in this country, he decided that I will go to Grand Bassa County and I will take one of the daughters. She's an that character. She is the vice senator of the collaborative political party. Ladies and gentlemen, how much I do, I want to charge you to sit onto your feet as I present to you a legal living guy and a true member of God, Councilor Vice Senator of Charlie and Broski. Ladies and gentlemen, the guest speaker. Amanda.
What's the next topic you want to break about?
You may have your seat. To the officials of CEIO, I would like to stand on all protocols. Thank you for the warm welcome to my sisters and friends, those who have said that we are not the ordinary politicians. I believe we'll be calling on Honorable Power soon, the incoming representative of this district, Honorable Power. Thank you for standing with me, not just today. To all of the members of the CPB, the collaborating political parties. When the battle flag said, they're not sporting with us, that's sporting with us, eh? That's sporting with us. Well, then cheese business. But then prosking business. There's that small place we have passed, CPP, for us to stand here today. I truly salute you.
Thank you, ma.
I thank you for your courage.
Thank you.
standing despite the odds. Liberty Party, ANC, you have my salute, my respect. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for taking your time out of your schedule to come and hear me today. Our four best things. You have always been there. You are the most critical. Please lower election yet. To the media, thank you for standing for God. Thank you for carrying the word and the message. It is unfortunate that our message will be drowned out by a discourteous institution. You know, next speaks very clearly that political parties must respect each other. And I've been told the Unity Party has decided to increase their noise, to drown my wisdom. But you will never drown the real message people want to hear. It would be a good courtesy for them to go and talk to the people in the party, if you're listening, for them to at least give us the courtesy of speaking to issues that will impact all Liberians. Now, before I speak to CEO, I've been told that I am protected here today. I know that there are people from diverse political institutions here. You are highly welcome. I want you to know I will run to speak to a institution. I will run to speak to a United Party firm. I will run to speak to many other political parties before I speak to a CPP member. That's how I am. I will greet the man with the weird 2023 hat. If I see him standing next to a CPP member before I greet my own CPP member. Because this is what political practice is about. That's how you win over those who may not know and have not yet decided to go with you. So from CDC, from Unity Party, from LPP, from all of the political institutions who are welcome, thank you for giving me your time. You know, the last time I was here, Mr. Chairman, I was my treasurer, my father, the late Councillor Charles Walker Bromskin, was speaking, and I accompanied him here. I always had emotional reactions when he is mentioned or when I revisit places where he was politically. But you said something that struck me. The highest compliment anyone can give me is to say I'm a reflection of Charles Bromskin. Thank you. I understood from you the discussion that we had that CEIO is not just a place of intellectual exchange, but CEIO provides humanitarian services to some of the most vulnerable and the most needy in this community. For that, you have my commitment to do everything I can, along with my sister and the next representative of this district, to support the needs of this institution. You have mentioned that your rent is due the middle of this month. I think you said 1,200. We will give the CPP, Mr. Mummy, and myself, because I'm going to check now tomorrow. I'll be back on Saturday. Monday, we will send us, and I'll have to be out of the energy. We'll send 800 USD, so make sure to contribute right there. And the reason we are doing this is not because of the intellectual exchange only, but because of the humanitarian effort. So I also want to make sure you said that you feed how many people? Almost 150 to 200 people daily. I hope that Mr. Cummings and I can adopt a day where we are responsible for feeding the people who come here on that day. So we make that commitment for finding a day where we will feed everyone who comes to see you. Now let me talk. Okay, I see it. Let's see what we make it do. Well, final check it do. How about for a rent? 1,200. I said, give me how much? 800. Our incoming has pledged to get the balance 400. Y'all pick up for her. Y'all pick up for her. Because I know this woman. I know how, like myself, her heart bleeds. Her heart bleeds for anything that we see off the margins of goodness, of decency, of protecting our most vulnerable. She does not, that's not something that she can stick with. Well, thank you. Now we're having a talk. Now let me get out to the other world. You're trying to give me pointers. I said, you know me, eh? Don't see me with the lipstick, the fire, eh? We are getting a political trouble for long. I was with Councillor Brookskin as one of his key advisors in the last election. When somebody, 3 people in our party was sitting at the highest level of that Liberty Party office at Captain Junction. We were in Zoniwe, we were in Tor Community, we were in River State. I am never one to sit at the top. I am always with the masses. I am always with the most vulnerable. Don't let the intellectualism fool you. Because some of us know how to bring it down to the lowest level. Our country is at yet again another critical moment. Our country has found itself economically on its knees. Our economy is shrinking. The private sector is dying, and the government is growing at an alarming rate. It should scare each of you that the largest employer in our country is the government. There is something that we as Africans died for. Today, when you hear the Amanda Awetu, the battle cries, we adopted those from South Africa. When the revolutionaries were fighting the apartheid regime, because going somewhere. South Africa, the revolutionaries were fighting the last remnants of colonialism. I want Liberians to hear me today. The system of government that we find ourselves in is worse than or equal to white colonialism. We have created a system where the government has you as slaves. Every time the government increases its operational budget, its number of employees, and intentionally it's killing the private sector, the government is making you slaves to their whims. When you decide today that you will criticize as a civil servant, that you will be critical of the government, of its administrative functions, you or your family will find yourself without a job. While we as Liberians are applauding a government that has posted its budget, a campaign budget of almost $20 million United States dollars, our healthcare system is rotten. Our educational budget system is broken. You will not go from the height of Zuko to Kigre without seeing banners and billboards of CDC. We are 2023. You will not go anywhere in this country today without seeing one political institution. $20 million United States dollars is what we gain. But we know it is much more. I came from Boston this weekend. The president had gone to Boston and Riverside. The cash money that was being dropped in the interior, liquid cash, the money that should be sending your children to school, the money that should be affording decent health care. You cannot say that where I was a representative candidate, the women and children are dying on a daily basis in the hospital because no electricity there. Not getting people, no electricity, no LED, no fuel, and generators when it's depend on. We Mr. Thomas and myself had to get 10,000 United States dollars. So you cannot, the government referral hospital, and the government could not give that money. They give $100,000 a year for the largest referral hospital for Pastor Riverside, Maggie. $100,000 for yet $20 million has been spent. I went to King Ray yesterday. The public school that have been open district takes King Ray. Public school, they asked me to buy chairs for them because since the school was built, they have not opened the doors to put the children inside no chairs. But yet and still there were women who were asking me for help, but they got a busy number on. They tie their hair, they got a parade. $20 million that belongs to you to go into campaigning to make sure that you remain enslaved. Liberians, you are pledging allegiance to an institution that has not pledged allegiance to you. You are killing yourself for a political leader that will never die for you. But yet and still, my brother, I greeted my brother when we were coming with a blue beret on. I will give all due respect to all the decisions here, but I will speak to you the truth. What has happened to this country in the past 6 years is a devastation. You should be crying every night. The drug rate is alarming. Young men are dying, they are walking zombies before us. Somebody was telling me that drug taking this thing for a joke. That Haiti started. So then Haiti is run by gang members and strong lords. The government has no control again. Protection, safety, peace has eluded them. We are on path for that in this country if we do not take serious hold of what is happening with the drug epidemic and crime in this country. The economy has shrunk. I cannot name and I challenge you and I hope that some of the members of the ruling establishment will correct me. I cannot name one new concessionaire investor that has come to this country in the past 6 years to bring jobs. I cannot name one new education facility that can be post-settled about regionally or internationally. But yet and still we are building sports and athletic facilities. Not everybody can be world best. Not everybody can be Africa best. Not everybody can be His Excellency George Weah. Not everybody can be Tino Weah or Messi or Ronaldo. But everybody, if you choose to be a Charlie Broski, everybody, if you are given the right system and the right structure, can go to school, can graduate from high school, go to university, go to law school, and be a lawyer if you so choose. And it's a fact. It's a fact. We should be, if our leaders care about the generation of young people, they will not be investing in sectors that only 1 or 2 or 4 or 5 for the country will be successful in. They will be investing in education. Our education budget is 12% of the national budget. Kenya, Ghana, Ethiopia, their education budget runs around the range of 24 to 26%. Are we not, our children, our leaders, our future leaders, education is not a priority for them? How can we be okay with the CDC, the we are government, allotting only 12% to education, yet amassing so much more for operational costs for ministers? Look at the year 18 years. Lawmakers. But yet and still, tomorrow you will put yourself on the line. You will risk your own future and your children's future. So keep these legislators and these government officials from setting their pocket while you are dying in poverty. Because education, because our economy, because as I say, economy has shrunk. The drug epidemic. I challenge our president, and that is my president. I want everyone to know I hold president. We are in high respect because of his office. I will never disrespect him. But I challenge him to go where we went yesterday into the ghettos of Kingray, to go to Zimbabwe, to talk to those young men and to say to them, we love you. We will do everything to fight for you. We will keep the drugs outside of our country. Look, if the president simply did that, if he showed face and went to the ghetto and spoke to the young men and said, I condemn this here, I will do everything I can to ensure that we limit drugs from coming into our country. That would be a first step for us going to serious the drug epidemic. They have done nothing. Mr. Cummings, let me get some. Before I get to Mr. Cummings, let me go to the other people. Because I am here not just to sell my platform, but I'm here to tell you why I don't think the other two will be the best option. I saw a young man yesterday with a United Party, the chief. And we started talking. I said, God, tell me why you support the United Party. He said, because they make an experience. Then when the man was vice president, I didn't want my man for us to have Grandmaster University and local university. I said, why you get it all over? The reason Grandmaster had a university today was because I was senator during that time. He passed a law to establish the GPC2, Grandmaster Community College, then became Grandmaster University. Yeah, your man said, yeah, Paul. Now, when Papa was vice president, happy, so that was supposed to be. But he could not give a strong argument for why United Party 2017 to use the example of football. Second round, United Party and CDC have football team. CDC beat United Party 14-1. There was a mandate from Liberia and Liberian that United Party was not going to take the mantle of leadership in this country. There was a mandate by all. And we are overwhelmingly won the United Party in and that's the thing. For 6 years, United Party has not done anything. And we expect Nigerian people to change the mandate, even if as being opposition. I have not heard one political statement, one policy document presented to the CDC. I have not seen one ECOWAS official call Ambassador Boyka to go and speak on behalf of Liberia. Ambassador Boyka says his expertise is agriculture. I have not seen one planting, one banana that anyone in the United Party government has been able to produce to make us to believe that when we hand it over to the agriculture that they hear us. United Party is great at one thing, propaganda. Yes. United Party is strong at propaganda. I will give to them. Yesterday, United Party, that one is key. The fee is not a big fee. Across from the metro complex, the people who sky in the road, they block the whole road. People were in traffic for almost 10 hours, maybe yesterday, to create the illusion that they have people. But United Party is not violent to pay, you're not fooling anybody.
Nobody's to play it. 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 Nobody's to play it.
And because I am hoping for correction, I would like for when they question against the purpose, let the United Party supporters come and convince us what they will do for us. Now let me tell you about Mr. Cummings. Let me tell you about Mauna Bossman, Mauna Chief. The thing we need, what's in this country, is jobs. Let me tell you, tomorrow, 90% of you, tonight, and you go to sleep. And somebody asks you, what is the most important thing? You want us to set law? You want us to bring jobs for you? Everybody will take jobs. Everybody will say the economy. They have been falling and going. The economy is the number one issue on the mind of Nigerians. Mr. Cummings is the only leader who has a proven track record. The track record to be able to improve the economy and bring jobs. My people aren't here if you laugh for job, we are, but it's excellency. I care if you feel so much sorry and sympathy for Ambassador Joseph Boyka. That thing will not fill your stomach tomorrow. It will not fill your stomach tomorrow. Do not vote for CDC. Do not vote for CPP. Do not vote for United Party. Vote your future. Vote your future. Our country is getting darker, physically darker, spiritually darker, day by day. Jobs, investors. Mr. Cummings was the chief administrative officer of Coca-Cola Global. Coca-Cola Global. The budget of Coca-Cola Global this year is about 29 billion United States million. 29 billion United States dollars. The Liberia national budget is a little bit under 800 million. Mr. Cummings, the only Liberian, one of the few Africans to manage a multi-billion-dollar budget as the chief administrative officer. That means he managed the company. Under his reign, under his leadership, the company improved and did not go down. He honorably retired Imagine if you voted because of your interest. Imagine if we gave Mr. Cummings, Martin Luther King said, I have a dream. For me, I have a dream that Liberians will truly begin to care more about their children than about CEC. I have a dream that Liberia in January of 2024 will inaugurate Mr. Alexander B. Cummings as the next president. And that dream, let me continue that dream. Not yet my dream, everybody that dream. My dream that within the first 100 days of Mr. Cummings' government, he will do an audit of the assets of our country, not to witch hunt the CDC government, but to let the Liberian people know what belongs to them and what's in their banks and their coffers. I imagine, I have a dream that after the audit, that Mr. Cummings in the first 100 days will call on some of his investor friends from Coca-Cola, from Nike, from Samsung, from Apple, to say we need an additional $20 million from you and women entrepreneurs. My dream is the first 100 days, $20 million United States fund for women and youth entrepreneurs. I have a dream that the first time we hear that our $800 million budget, that 12% has been allotted to education, but yet the Minister of Education has 10% of that to go in the special pocket. And Mr. Cummings will walk to the Ministry of Education, whoever that minister is, and say, you are fired, you are terminated, because you don't care about the Liberian people and their children. You care about a nothing else. I have a dream that when the United States government decides that finally we have men and women in the Liberian government who we can trust, who have clean hands, who are not eating people money, when they send the USAID funded budget to local hospitals, the money will reach your hospital in Nigeria. It will reach your hospital in Kenya. It will reach your hospital in Ghana. It will reach your hospital in Telephone. I have a dream that the investors that will come to our country will not just be mining exploiting industries that are taking our food, leaving our country with our iron ore, with our rubber, with our timber, with our agriculture. But that there will be investors who will do something for our people, who will have a foreign investment policy based on the national economy of Liberia. So the investors will come here, not just to take. They will come here, we will create manufacturing plants. So that Liberians, let me give you a good example of one thing. The plastic bed, the sack water where we can drink, the bottled water where we can drink. It's all over the beaches. You go to West Point now, right? You can the bottle, the sack water. We employ young Liberian men and women to collect the plastic bottle, to collect the sack, the plastic in the sack water. We have a plant that is initially operated by the government, but we'll partner with some private sector in Liberia who will recycle those plastic bottles. They will begin to make plastic chairs. They will begin to make plastic chairs that will send to our students in the interior. It is easy to recycle these things here, turn them into plastic chairs, into real coat, into real boots, into umbrella, into tent, canopy. We can do all that here in Liberia. Simple thing. Any motorcyclist here? Any motorcyclist here? What I mean? Let me ask you. The motorcyclist, what I mean? They substantially carry president. Yeah. Majority, not everybody, majority supporting the government. I would like to know, is there any agency or some agency in the government like not today that provides subsidy to motorcyclists, that provides helmets to motorcyclists, that provides rules to motorcyclists? The government here has not done any policy to support motorcyclists? Okay. I have a dream.
No, you had a dream.
The motorcyclists, well, we like it, they are the bedrock of our economy. If the motorcyclists is not to run in the traffic, people are not going to market, people are not going to school. We must embrace this sector. But not embrace it simply for embracing safe. But we must work with the sector so that we expand their ability to contribute to the economy. We must protect them. We don't want for motorcyclists to be 18-year-old motorcyclists, and then 70-year-old motorcyclists. We want to graduate you. I have a dream that the women who are selling salad, who are selling plenty, will one day receive a mandate or receive a quota from the Ministry of Commerce. So every government agency that has cafeteria will make sure the women who are selling without market, they will come, will be able to get them something small to sell the goods to our ministry. To love this country, to change this country is not a difficult thing. It is very simple. But we do not have leaders who are innovative, who are far-sighted, who all of the leaders we have fully led in Liberia, they have fully worked in Liberia. If you stay in your house all day, you will not know how to do country for ourselves. Mr. Cummings has the international experience. He has the wherewithal. He has the aptitude to be able to improve this economy to bring jobs. He has the compassion to understand that what we are seeing today with the drug epidemic is a problem for us. Ladies and gentlemen, we can do better. We can do better. This is my presentation. I'm going to use my button. I open myself to any question, to any challenge. I want to hear from the opposition. I want to hear from those of you because my job is not to take criticism of here. My job is to convince the institution, the United people, the party people, the RPP people, everybody else. I come to you, I come with CPTOs, I come for the party, I come for ANC. I came to convince you. And I did not convince 20 opposition members here, they have failed. I love all the names from you.
Yo,
I have a dream that Liberia budget will lead from various implement first 100 days. The voice of Mr. James Johnson. I have a dream that the first 100 days there will be 20 million for women empowerment. I have a dream that motorcyclists will have an appreciated involvement in the governance of Mr. Cummings 2024. I have a dream that we transform plastics to usable materials to send to the various schools and hospitals. He was a Councillor Charles Bronson. So at this time, we will now go to you, the audience, for question and answer. Before going to you, we have in our midst a representative expert, candidate, in person of Madam Wade Power, who will speak to you for a few minutes. I mean, how she thinks she can better transform district number 7 when you trust her with your power, equals abundantly with, the manifesto of Councillor Charles Bronski, CPP, in 2024. So, Madam Wade Power, you are welcome to speak to your people and residents of the state.
Good afternoon. So I'm not going to talk for long because there is absolutely nothing that I have to say to you right now. That was something that's not really said. I have no choice to solve but nothing to add to what she has done for you. I have spent the last year in this district from pillar to pole, telling you what she just said. You know, and this is very diplomatic. The other thing she left off. The one thing she left off. You say, well, your case there. No, everything she said here today and said to you, not for you already. Not everything. Dada? I went to somewhere yesterday in West Point, and that would have people with me. And one of the ladies smiled, she said, I really don't know what happened. They said, I swear. You are here in the district. Don't have another things. You're right after the war. You're the one over the fight for today. You're right. You're playing for the day. I want you to do it. But that's open. That's one of the things. That's what you say. I'm over the district. The pass, the road, and I say, what for the head? That is still when she went for re-election. Because she decided she was not running on the city ticket. She was running on the ANC ticket. That's what was bad for them. I won't get into that. They're winning in West Point PP. You know, what they do it on her. I won't put it on today. But let me tell you something. We will fight to get the message out. We will fight to motivate everybody. We will fight to convince. But when you get here, that will feel it. And whenever you feel it, over there, we told you, Charlie, that's what the message is for today. We will continue to fight the district. We will continue to fight the district we have. But after this last election, and after the vote, but we will found the pavement. On October 10th, the people of the 10th, the 7th, and the country and land will decide what they want for the future. It's as simple as that. You either want what you have had in the past and join it for you far away, or you want different. And so the person will answer all October 10th. If you want what you already have, if what you have, you are satisfied with it. That is simple. But if you want your life, the possibility, the opportunity for your life to change, don't know what to do. Don't know what to do. See, you're saying yes?
That was the point of representative candidate, Madam Wade Power. telling you and commending our friend guest for today. If you think that the condition you are in is okay, then continue with the same pattern that you've been on. If you think you want a better Liberia after October 10, then do a shift in the election October 10. If you think the condition, the material condition of all of us, okay, and some of us because of late eating, your friend praising and then you getting fat. And because other than the eat late, the food and digest, even the stomach will create any stomach. When your friend sees the boy getting fat, I know you getting fat or not yourself. So all of them said, it is your time now to interact with our guests. And you're going to be very responsible. You brought your anger from your heart for the regime. Please take care of our guests. I was told by a member in the other say, then the question is also going to be rated in low. Nobody going to react question. You will ask your question, and the one body waiting here. So, the floor is now open for question and answer. We going to. Okay, I think the brother, where are the back there? Please let me get the microphone to the brother. So we'll go to the media, you call your institution and your name, and you direct your question. So anyone from the media outline?
Always lead the success to people. So, what do you say? What do you say? There is a system in place where you are using information. It's a point or a new answer. If you are not doing anything other than doing so, you cannot equate the success at the level of Coca-Cola down to our best setting. Right now, we see in our government structure, there is a tendency for people who mingle around the president with a lack of power. They can affect the president and not influence the president. And as we are witnessing now, we see Mr. Coming from the side of the questionable character. So, what do you say to all people that want to create Mr. Coming on the business of show me a fear and tell me about?
Okay, anybody from the media? Okay, maybe myself, let's take you to recognize our state institution first, for there. The chairman will be the one question or comment. Okay, make use of it. Thank you so much. My name is CEIO. The national secretary of the we appreciate your deliberation. As you talk and you are so passionate about improvement, and you cannot touch the rule of law, and also the security. Because in our country today, our security system been investigating cases more than 2 years. By Chancellor of Law, what does properly says about veteran and security in the law? Thank you so much.
Yes. Yes.
Thank you so much. I'm Baba Sleep because my name is the chairperson of the Nursing and Health Collector for Issue 17. Again, I want to say thank you and trust you. You have restored the hope of many of us who feel that everything is lost, especially listening when I'm listening to the Deputy Minister of the Ministry of Finance. I feel that all is lost. But again, you have restored our hope. My question to you is to talk about building the economy, especially raising the budget from the thousands to up in millions. Now, how long is it going to take your government? You alluded to the fact that in the last 6 years, there has been no investment or investors in this country. Now, how long is it going to take your government to have to raise a billion budget? Thank you so much.
Yeah, we'll come back to the media so that we can get the question.
Yes. Thank you so much. My name is Sarah Semane and I report for the Triple C TV. Thank you very much. I call her Madam Vice President and she's one of my role models. I'm a member of the CPD, but I want to ask an independent question. And my question has to do with how scaring our brothers and sisters are going together every day. We spoke on how they will get rid of the drugs, people who bring drugs to the country. But the question has to do with how do we get these people off the street? And what will be the mechanism put into place by the CPP government if Mr. Cummings and yourself is elected on October 2020? So that's the first batch. We'll eventually respond to the first batch. We'll come back and take another batch.
Thank you. Okay, so the first question was from the independent newspaper. He mentioned that Coca-Cola and the success of Coca-Cola could not be attributed to Mr. Cummings because Coca-Cola has a structure. Then he also in the same question mentioned that Mr. Cummings was surrounding himself with unsavory characters. How do we justify that? So I find a contradiction in the question. Because you cannot say we're not taking with the success of Coca-Cola, but we're taking with the bad need for being surrounded by people who is friendly with who are around. We must apply a consistent measure. Look at what I'm saying.
Serious sense, yo. CEIO. It's not common sense, CEIO.
You are right. Coca-Cola had a structure in place. But if Mr. Cummings, number one, had not shown for the corporate suite, those who interviewed him, the chairman of the board, and all of the executives, that he could manage this global company, he would never have been able to enter that system. Number one. Number two, even if the system existed, there are people who can destroy systems. But he was able to uphold the system. He was able to retire, as I said, honorably, because he improved, he added to the system while he was here. So talk about the unsavory characters around Mr. Cummings. I wanted the unsavory people, no. But we live in a country where none of us are perfect. We have some of the most corrupt individuals in government today, in any government today, in CCP today. But we also have men and women who have a past, but have redeemed themselves. And what we do in Nigeria, we will one thing over somebody for years to come. And I know what I'm talking about. Because Mr. Blessing, you always bring up. Kevin Blessing, if that man has not redeemed himself, they are not himself. There was an institution who is outside our sovereign laws here, our legal system, who filed and ruled on something based on their association. Now, therefore, that's why I will put it on their head. The man has never been indicted here in Liberia, has never been what's the word? Indicted or fully prosecuted in this country for any crime. But we are taking it in that year. Propaganda from opposition groups and so not let him in. Put it on it here. And now what I'm going to do and I repeat myself. Look at it, and I will speak on this tonight. You like it. It's the chairman of the Liberty Party, one of the most dynamic chairmen of this party. He has been able to, despite all of the crisis that Liberty Party went through, look at the schools with the institution. So there we have individuals, former members of LP, former leaders of LP, who are fighting Liberty Party to ensure that we die. So ensure we are kept in court and that we die because they could not rule the party. You think Musa Bene been able to be vice president? Don't you think Musa wanted to be VP? Don't you think Musa had bigger aspirations? So when Musa Bene heard that Mr. Cummings wanted to select me, Musa had done everything to support the Liberty Party here. So y'all, I will not allow Nigerians to continue to condemn a man so that their narrative against our institution, their narrative to fight an institution, the third largest political institution that y'all want to kill, and y'all can't kill it. So that 1 million, y'all will continue to say negative things about him. We will stand with our chairman. He is not a rock. He has fought for our institution and he said we will have him. Number 2, Mr. Belete, rule of law, security, mentoring security and rule of law. You are absolutely correct. I didn't touch on rule of law because I knew it would come up in question. I am a legal practitioner. One of the things that's lacking most in our country is that Nigerians do not feel safe. They do not feel secure with the justice system. Mr. Cummings and I will do everything to ensure that this culture of impunity, even in the government legal system, comes to an end. We will make sure that we will get very carefully those who will be judges and justices appointed by the president. If there is any appearance of impropriety, if we hear about it, these people serve as a role in pleasure of the judges of the president. We will ensure that the rule of law, the most sacred virtue that the people have, that it is held at the highest esteem, and that if there is any act of corruption, we will check it. The security sector, you mentioned the security sector is what the security sector adjudicates or hands over law. It's a judicial system. The security sector is a completely different institution that I want to talk about when it comes to the issue of trust. But our rule of law, another thing is our justice system. Judges today are crying. The chief justice has to make sure to beg for funds to go to the legal system. The judicial system is not being properly allotted funds. Therefore, so much that we can do to cut down rates, to bring down the number of rape cases. If we do not have rape courts in this country, if everything is centralized here, in order to improve our justice system, we must also make sure we appropriate the right amount of funds. This also goes to corruption. If money is being spent wrongly, it will not go to the judicial system. It is something that Cummings and I have discussed over and over again. We intend to appropriate the right amount of funds to the legal and judicial system so that we can ensure justice for all. Thank you, corruption. Our country security will talk about working. Mr. Abubakar, Nation 17. Building the economy. You asked how did we go from an $800 million economy to a billion economy. They were not happy overnight. They were not happy in 1 year. The way that we increase our budget, number one, is that we have to increase the revenue. We have to increase the revenue. So increase revenue, there are so many ways we can do it. Let me tell you one way we can do it. Nigerians who live here. There are so many Nigerians who are not happy on savings who live in diaspora, who have homes in their country that they are not using. They have land they are just holding. They are not paying property tax every begin to tax individuals who have these abandoned buildings. Tax people who live in America, they hold on to property, they're not developing the property. Tax at a higher level so that Nigerians who reside here can begin to enjoy the fruits of our economy. Increase is one way of increasing revenue. Another way is that we begin to bring manufacturing jobs and opportunity here. When our people are making money, the tax base expands. When the tax base expands, revenue expands. That's how our budget expands. It boils down to revenue. At the simplest form, without getting into the details of it. We talk about putting jobs. We talk about having investors come. All of that was at the simplest form is how we increase our tax base and increase revenue. The drug, I really want to talk about the drug use in the drug sector. Because there will also speak to security. The way we clamp down, the way we reduce the drug use in this country, there are three ways we do it. Look at me, hello, media. There are three ways. If there's a security issue, they will tell me. Yeah, don't worry, the security issue will tell me. There are three ways that we decrease the drug use here. Number one, we must stop the drug from coming into the country. I will let you guys have nothing happening here. We will increase. I will continue. There's a little disturbance outside, but we'll continue talking. There are three ways that we will reduce the drug epidemic from this country. Number one, let's talk security. Most of the drugs our people are using, they're not being manufactured here in Liberia. The drugs are coming into our borders. Everyone knows this. Our borders are what we call porous. Our borders are open. The justice system, the Ministry of Justice, the DEA, the customs, the immigration, they are responsible for securing our borders. But the amount of drugs that go into this country on a daily basis makes people believe that there are people in this government who are intentionally bringing drugs into the country. We must be deliberate about closing our borders and not letting drugs come into this country. Number two, that's how the security sector comes into play. Drug usage. Before I returned to Nigeria, I went to law school in the US. My first job at a law school, I worked in the Bronx. The Bronx is the poorest congressional district in the US. It is the worst ghetto. I worked in family courts. I worked with parents and children. The parents were addicted to drugs. The global royalty here today. It's 10 times worse in the US. The parents were addicted to drugs and would abuse their children, neglect their children. So we would work with helping the kids, providing legal services. Drug use is a health epidemic. When you're smoking opium, when you're using cruise, when you're using cocaine, all of these things, they alter the chemical in your brain. There is no way that we can begin to truly stop the drug use in this country without making it a healthcare crisis. It's not just a security issue, it's a healthcare issue. In America today, in New York, in Philadelphia, in Staten Island, the people are on drugs at such an alarming rate. The U.S. Department of Health cannot stamp it. They have to get chemicals, methadone, different chemicals for the drug users to take for them to go through withdrawal. We don't have the capacity here in Nigeria. The Minister of Education needs to ring an alarm and ask for an increased budget, declare a healthcare crisis in this country so that we begin to provide rehabilitation to our people. Number three, poverty. There is a direct link between drug use and poverty. When jobs are in abundance, when our people are educated, when they have things to secure their time and their mind, drug use will decrease. we have to improve the economy. Very simple policy driven. Thank you.
Yes, that was the response. That was the response to the first part of the question. We will take it there, right there, in the middle. The man in the back there, you next. You're not going to the man in the back there. After the man, you.
Thank you very much for the benefit of the listener and two pieces of our group. To the man, it is in the media online that this government has endorsed gay rights in Lusaka, Zambia, you know, if God help you and because the next president come on towards him, 2022, will you endorse gay rights as this government did as it is still media online? But it is also true that this information wasn't legal on your stand-up level. We need a personal level. For me, it's actually Yoyo. For me, it's not question of only Yoyo. Charlie Wilson. We only come to strong feeling. We the Bible, we are frustrated. And we cry in our heart. When we fought, we were not equal to the city fought. Because we know the ruler was only to the city. But contrary to the now, I'm not interpreting the way on the city of the Water Party. The new Charlie Bronson was the new for the Bajorians to take serious. But I know from Musa Perete, take one in the Water Party, and our traditional daughter, Nobikata, have been pushed from the Water Party. The Bajorians is so cool. Our traditional party, the other party, and the seriously for
So, my name is Benjamin and I'm an advocate of environmentalism. So, I want to ask this question, and then what your question follows. So, alright, I'll use So, to our Councillor Bromsky, he is about to do a seeking reflection to move the family. So, it is in respect to you as a candidate for the vice president position. What is your stand on this statement that people who serve as assistant to the president? What is the stand that you are acting on the bill of the president? And let me just represent very quickly. People normally say that we are vice president, we act according to the bill of the president. You, and sometimes it goes some business, you only stand on your own principles. Now, to do our councilor, what is the standpoint? It's that our sometimes and when you say your president is deviating from the actual course, what can you do? Will you go in submission to what your president says, or will you go in submission to what you are telling us to do as a candidate? Thank you.
So thank you for taking me, brother Kamukan. My name is Andrew Moses. I'll ask you about something. And I don't necessarily have a question on what you can do. I listened to the World Learner Councilor and I was just sitting in my seat laughing. The councilor reveals some things to us today that we are conscious matters in the left to take into consideration. The councillor told us that Mr. Kumi should be president for Liberia first before you pick on the phone for all of the investors that you friend away. You cannot invest in this country. Kumi contested in the 2017 election. Kumi has been around for some time. The councillor just confirmed to us that all the years Kumi has spent in the country, Kumi now in fact one of the investor friend here. But he should become president first. Now, he deactivated all of the friendship with investor friend. The day he become president of Liberia, he will reactivate the friendship with all of the investor friends. That is totally deception. Lastly, to conclude.
Okay, thank you. So I will start with the last young man who spoke. I want you to know Kevin and I are very close friends. So you should take care and say hello. I love that question. I want everyone the question. How about Kumi's wait to be president before he called the international friend? And my best question if I can ask you. Let me tell you why. Mr. Kumi, as you said, at his fingertips, he has picked out investors from not just the United States, some of the wealthiest Liberians who live in the US. He has friends mostly that are from Nigeria, from Kenya, from South Africa. Papa, no matter who Mr. Kumi is, nobody coming to invest in a country where they have multiple sanctioned government officials. Nobody coming here. Mr. Kumi get big then. Nobody go. It's today. Get Kumi. Get the out of people better. And get Kumi and take part of nothing. I want me and you to start one business. Yeah? Or you can say, I'll come here. I'll tell Papa, Lord, I want to start one business. I want you to invest in my business. Tell I want to open one name law firm. Sometimes they for cancer again, 430. I believe you are coming to invest. Then they made a call. Now I never say party you come here. Don't just start a money. You pay your money on law firm, they will eat the money. All the lawyers are working for all for rock. You think just for investing on law firm? No! Yeah, how much people there's something called investor insecurity. If the investor do not feel secure, they will not come here, Papa. There's not an except on CDC. I told you for me, about our opposition 2017, 2011, all your CDC for my friend. Let me tell you something. I'm not here to attack CDC, but we must speak the truth. Nobody coming here, don't see what investors are coming here. Okay, all the people come here, anybody, they complain that the last company I gave last time. And not only, but what Mr. Cummings has done, Mr. Cummings has built a school. No other presidential candidate has built school. Mr. Cummings has invested in also P Avenue and 15th Street, a large building for residential and commercial purposes. Mr. Cummings has taken a whole money to not just build institutions of higher level, but to invest in schools here in the country. Y'all stop them there. Let's just do it.
CEIO.
Elijah, what about the brother you call? Elijah said, I won't repeat. Elijah said that Liberty Party is a pastor party and that it's a traditional party. I want Pasonia, you Pasonia, say no here. Elijah, my father, not here, Elijah, that was my papa. Yes, I thought so. Let's go now. I want to make a TV. And I want a video to hear that person, the one where you come. That Liberty Party does not belong to her. Liberty Party, my father lived and died and invested in the party. 2005, 2011, when some of you were nowhere near. Where the Liberty Party people, the original Liberty Party. You are not sweating. You are not suffering from Liberty Party. You didn't lose a job. You did not see cancer boxing back from cancer the way I saw it die. The woman knew where you fall. The woman knew where you fall. The other senator from them was the other party where you fall. They were not power, not speaking to them when he died. And for you to come tell here and say that you will kill Liberty Party because you love the Ghana Lawrence, you do not love Liberty Party. But let me assure you that today, Liberty Party will never die. You are worse. You are worse in the institution. What you will die for opportunity. Yes. You are worse for the United Party people. Nothing has happened, but you will die for you. Yes. For you to say that because of disability, because lovely is no longer political leader, that you will kill the Liberty Party. You are, my friend, respectfully, it's a straight to what is it. It's a sheep. It's a sheep. Nobody must die for any political institution, but nobody must destroy it. Can you imagine? What? No, but wait. Let leader, I think my brother. That's my brother. Before the bomb came up, we had 150 cells in the difficult moving toward the interior to strengthen our organization. Why we had a struggle to cut out, to meet President Krupski, President Real now, then the world best.
was there, and we all had a meeting. He agreed to serve as a youth mayor in Accra. He was there one Monday. He was there, people was there. So, the formation of this institution is now a joke. It was not based on money. It was not based on gift. It was based on ideology. Believe. Everybody saw me and said, I'm very stipulated, I'm very committed. Because my idea is the information. So I abandon my idea to go to other people. They have become a concept to me and now first. We are not panics. I released the Twitter until I don't come together to see it coming together. All of the things I was first agree about 2 days meeting. I was first agree about 2 days meeting. I believe in the Democratic Party formula and throw around to develop the field actually to go work.
I think that is one of the original, Papa, when we finish. Pray for yourself.
Your VSB will never be fun like this. Your VSB will never be eloquent like this. Your VSB will never know the issue like this.
Papa, I just want to say something quick because you have touched a topic that is so special to my heart. You know, in 2005, when Labour Party was forming, we had two very big political institutions. We had the CDC. The Standard Bearer was the world's best. The Standard Bearer was one of the international superstars. Everywhere you go, people knew Julia at the time because of who he was. He was able to govern one of the largest grassroots institutions. For me, I get small law facility. Let me admit. I get law facility. When I came into Liberian politics, when I helped my father 2016, 2017, I used to admire CDC because CDC had the love of the people. So we were competing with, now listen, they are coming to our useful history and perspective. CDC had the world's best as a Standard Bearer. United Party was the other very large political institution 2005. You know who the Standard Bearer was? The Harvard-educated darling of the West, Madam Ellen Johnson, the white politician Charlie. Yes? You know United Party, the kind of financial and international support United Party had. CDC had grassroots support. United Party had international support. Then, Papa, my battle brother, we have one party, one battle boy who went to battle high, who used to walk from Upper Buchanan to Lower Buchanan 1 hour every day, who never graduated from college for the calling poor man lawyer, who my grandma never graduated from high school, she used to sell shopware. The man graduated, he left battle high, he went to the University of Liberia. He graduated, he was brilliant. Nemco called him in Nimba Yeke Pate County administrator, the youngest hospital administrator in Lemco district. He went to Lemco, that I was born in Yeke Pate. The man graduated the United States, got his LLM degree. Came back, he challenged Charles Taylor because he believed that Liberia could do better. His life was at risk of harm. These men who said they were to go pick him up from the airport. Papa, let me tell you history. That Papa Paul was not world best.
CEIO.
No, it's not. I know it's not. Thank you. Let's do the process. No, it's what I want to say to you, they let Pastor Paul, they lawyer, who the third largest political institution, because the Liberian people, not just the Bostonian, I will admit, the Boston people have embraced the Liberty Party, but it was the Liberian two-day Liberty Party, the third largest political institution, because they believed in the 4 hours reconciliation, rebuilding, recovery. What's the last one? Reform our institution. Charles Bumpty did not have money. He was not a millionaire. My father was able to sustain that law firm because some of y'all gave money in the institution because of his law firm. Some of you gave money. But Liberians believed in an alternative. They believed it would do better for you to sit here, my brother, and say you would destroy this institution because of money from our Lawrence. Hey, Papa. Hey, my brother. Don't, no, he's not on push. That's it. I want us to talk after. If you are not in the party, then we can come and join the party. Let's work together. The person we're saying here, now will send message to them. They will never kill the Liberty Party because there was not one person that killed the Liberty Party. Now let me conclude my stance on gay rights. Where's the men I asked?